Life has a way of testing us, doesn't it? One moment, everything seems to be going smoothly, and the next, we're thrown into the deep end, unsure of how to swim. But here's the thing, strength doesn't come from everything being perfect. It's born in those moments when we feel like giving up, yet we choose to keep going. Today, I want to talk about the kind of strength that comes from embracing each day, even when life throws its toughest challenges at us. So, I invite you to take this journey with me. Whether you're facing uncertainty, dealing with challenges, or simply trying to find peace amidst the chaos, this talk is for you. Together, we'll uncover the strength that lies within each of us, waiting to be discovered. Think back to a time when life surprised you. Maybe it was an unexpected job loss, a sudden move, or a change in your health. How did you react? What thoughts ran through your mind? For many of us, the first reaction is fear. Fear of the unknown. Fear of what might come next. But what if I told you that uncertainty is not your enemy? It's actually a doorway to new possibilities and hidden strengths. Take Sheila, a close friend of mine. For 15 years, she dedicated herself to her job. She knew the ins and outs of her work and felt secure. But one day, her company downsized, and she found herself without a job. Her first thought was, what now? But after the initial shock, Sheila did something incredible. She took a step back and asked herself, what can I do with this time? Instead of letting fear take over, she used the opportunity to explore new paths. She took online courses, reconnected with old hobbies, and even started a side business. Sheila discovered a passion she never knew she had, helping others find their purpose. Sheila's story isn't just about finding a new career, it's about finding herself. It's a reminder that when life is uncertain, we have a choice. We can let fear hold us back, or we can let curiosity lead us forward. Sheila's story teaches us that sometimes the greatest opportunities come wrapped in uncertainty. Think about a time when you faced uncertainty. Did you lean into it or did you resist? How might your story have been different if you had seen that uncertainty as a chance to discover something new about yourself? Say this with me. I am strong, even when the path is unclear. I am willing to embrace the unknown, knowing that it holds the potential for new beginnings. Challenges come to all of us, but how we face them makes all the difference. Let me tell you about Tony. Tony was an active young man with a love for adventure until he was diagnosed with a chronic illness. It felt like life had slammed the brakes on his plans. At first, he was angry and frustrated, wondering why this had happened to him. But one day, he decided to stop asking why me and start asking what now. That shift in perspective changed everything. Tony began to focus on what he could control. He changed his diet, developed a new fitness routine that worked for his condition, and connected with others facing similar challenges. Instead of retreating into himself, Tony used his experience to inspire others. He started speaking at local support groups, sharing his journey, and offering encouragement to those who felt hopeless. His greatest challenge became his greatest gift. You see, challenges have a way of revealing our true potential. They strip away our comfort zones and show us what we're really capable of. Tony's story is a powerful example of turning pain into purpose. It's about realizing that our struggles don't define us. Our response to them does. Think about a challenge you're facing right now. What would change if you looked at it as an opportunity for growth? How might it shape you into a stronger, wiser version of yourself? Repeat after me. I turn my challenges into stepping stones. Every struggle I face is an opportunity for growth, and I am stronger for it. Have you ever felt like life was just too much? Like you were juggling too many things at once, trying to keep it all together while feeling like you might drop everything? I think we've all been there. But here's a truth that changed my life. Peace isn't about removing all the stress and noise. It's about finding calm within yourself, even when life is at its loudest. Maria, a single mother of two, knew this well. She worked 2 jobs, took care of her kids, and still found time to volunteer in her community. But as strong as she was, there were nights when she felt completely overwhelmed. Instead of letting that feeling consume her, Maria made a habit of taking 10 minutes each night to reflect on her day. She would sit quietly, breathe deeply, and write down 3 things she was grateful for. Those few moments of stillness became her anchor, reminding her that even in the busiest seasons, she could find peace within herself. Maria's story teaches us that peace doesn't come from a perfect life. It comes from creating small moments of stillness, no matter how chaotic things get. It's about learning to pause, to breathe, and to reconnect with what truly matters. When was the last time you made space for stillness in your life? How can you create small moments of peace each day, even when things are hectic? Let's say this together. I am calm, even when life is busy. I create moments of peace, and I am grounded in the present moment. Empowerment doesn't mean having it all figured out. It means believing that you have what it takes to figure it out. It's about taking ownership of your life, your choices, and your future. Let me introduce you to Jasmine, a woman with big dreams and a determined spirit. Jasmine grew up in a small town, where opportunities seemed limited, and most people told her to keep her dreams small. But Jasmine didn't listen. She started with what she had, a few savings and a lot of ambition. Jasmine taught herself everything she needed to know about running an online business. She faced setback after setback, but she never gave up. Today, Jasmine runs a thriving business and mentors other women who dream of doing the same. She's living proof that empowerment is about action, not just ideas. Jasmine's story shows us that an empowered life is within our reach. It's not about waiting for the perfect moment or the perfect opportunity. It's about taking small, consistent steps toward our goals, even when the path is unclear. What is one small step you can take today toward your dreams? How can you show yourself that you have the power to create the life you want? Say this with me: I am empowered to take action. My dreams are worth the effort, and I have everything I need to make them a reality. As we come to the end of this talk, I want you to remember this. Strength isn't about never feeling weak. It's about standing up again and again, no matter how many times life knocks you down. It's about embracing the journey with all its ups and downs, knowing that each step brings you closer to your purpose. Take a moment now to visualize yourself walking forward, strong, confident, and empowered. See yourself overcoming every obstacle, finding peace in the chaos, and living a life that's true to who you are. Hold on to that vision and carry it with you. Remember, you have the strength within you to face whatever comes your way. You have the power to turn challenges into opportunities, to find peace amidst the noise, and to live each day with purpose and passion. Embrace each day with empowered living and watch as your life transforms in ways you never imagined. Remember that embracing your worth is not just for your own benefit, it is a gift to the world. When you recognize your own value, you inspire others to do the same. Your light becomes a beacon for those who may be struggling to see their own worth, showing them that it is possible to live with a sense of purpose and confidence. By embracing who you are, you give others permission to do the same. Embracing your self-worth requires a shift in how you perceive challenges and setbacks. It's easy to believe that mistakes or failures diminish your value, but in reality, these experiences are often the very moments that shape your resilience and character. Think of each challenge as a refining process, much like gold being purified through fire. It is not easy, but it is through these trials that your true strength is revealed. Your worth is not determined by how many times you stumble, but by your willingness to rise again. There is a powerful freedom that comes when you recognize that your worth is not tied to perfection. Too often, we get caught up in the idea that we must be flawless to be deserving of love, success, or happiness. But the truth is, nobody is perfect. Embracing self-worth means giving yourself permission to be human, to make mistakes, to learn, and to grow. It means recognizing that you are worthy of love and kindness, even in your moments of imperfection. This journey of discovering your power within also involves learning to forgive yourself. Holding on to guilt or shame from past mistakes can weigh heavily on your sense of worth. It's like carrying around a heavy backpack filled with stones, each stone representing a regret or a moment where you fell short. Forgiveness is the act of letting go of those stones, lightening your load, and allowing yourself to move forward with a renewed sense of freedom. Remember, forgiving yourself does not mean excusing harmful behavior. It means acknowledging your mistakes, making amends if needed, and choosing to release the burden of self-blame. Self-worth is also about understanding that you are a work in progress, and that is okay. Just as a gardener tends to their plants, nurturing them as they grow, you must nurture your own growth. There will be seasons when you flourish and seasons when you struggle, but each season has its own purpose. Trust the process of your growth and be patient with yourself. Celebrate the small victories, knowing that each step forward is bringing you closer to the person you are meant to be. One of the most empowering realizations is that you have the ability to rewrite your story. If you've been living with a narrative that says you're not good enough, that you don't deserve happiness, or that you'll never measure up, it's time to challenge those beliefs. You have the power to create a new story, one that reflects the truth of your worth and potential. This new story might begin with a simple affirmation, such as, "I am enough, just as I am," and grow into a deeper understanding of your value. It's important to recognize that this journey does not happen overnight. Embracing self-worth is a process that unfolds over time, often in small and subtle ways. Some days, you might feel a strong sense of confidence, while other days, doubts may creep in. On those days, remind yourself of how far you've come and be gentle with yourself. Remember that the journey is not about being perfect, but about making progress, no matter how small. Throughout this journey, remember that your worth is not tied to what you do for a living, your relationship status, or your social status. Your value comes from simply being. It is inherent, unchanging, and not something that needs to be earned. When you fully grasp this truth, you begin to live with a sense of freedom and confidence that cannot be shaken by external circumstances. This freedom allows you to take risks and step out of your comfort zone. It gives you the courage to pursue your passions and dreams, knowing that even if things don't go as planned, your worth remains intact. It's the kind of freedom that allows you to walk away from situations or relationships that do not honor your value. It empowers you to say, "I deserve better," and to seek out what aligns with your true self. As you grow in your self-worth, you may find that your relationships with others also begin to change. You may notice that you no longer feel the need to tolerate toxic behavior or to shrink yourself to make others comfortable. Instead, you start to attract people who see your worth and respect your boundaries. You begin to surround yourself with those who uplift you, who see the best in you, and who encourage you to keep growing. This shift in relationships is a natural outcome of embracing your value. As you see yourself more clearly, you invite others to do the same. It's also essential to remember that embracing self-worth doesn't mean you'll never experience feelings of insecurity or self-doubt. These feelings are a natural part of being human, but they don't have to define you. When those moments of doubt arise, remind yourself of the progress you've made. Remind yourself that you have faced challenges before and that you have the strength to face them again. Sometimes, it's in the very act of pushing through self-doubt that you discover just how resilient you truly are. One of the most beautiful aspects of embracing your worth is the impact it can have on others. When you live with a sense of self-worth, you become a source of inspiration for those around you. Your confidence and authenticity can encourage others to see their own value and to embrace their unique gifts. By being yourself, you give others permission to do the same. This ripple effect can create a more compassionate and empowering world, where people uplift one another instead of tearing each other down. The journey to self-worth is ultimately about coming home to yourself. It's about rediscovering the parts of yourself that you may have hidden away out of fear or shame and learning to embrace them with open arms. It's about recognizing that you are enough, not because of what you've achieved or how others see you, but simply because you are. In moments of doubt, remember the words of Isaiah, "You are precious in my eyes and honored, and I love you." This reminder is not just a message of divine love. It's a call to see yourself through a lens of grace and compassion. It's an invitation to treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding that you would offer to a dear friend. When you begin to see yourself in this way, you open the door to a life of true fulfillment and joy. Embracing self-worth also involves acknowledging the power of your thoughts. Your thoughts shape your reality, and the way you think about yourself can either empower you or hold you back. If you constantly tell yourself that you're not good enough or that you don't deserve success, those beliefs can become self-fulfilling prophecies. But if you choose to replace those thoughts with affirmations of your worth, you begin to shift your reality. Think of your mind as a garden. If you plant seeds of doubt and negativity, those are the thoughts that will grow and take root. But if you choose to plant seeds of positivity, love, and self-worth, you will cultivate a garden that flourishes with confidence and inner peace. This shift in mindset is not always easy, but it is worth the effort. It requires mindfulness and practice, but with time, you can transform the way you see yourself. As you continue on this journey, remember that self-worth is not about becoming someone new. It's about uncovering who you've always been. It's about peeling back the layers of doubt and fear that have accumulated over the years and revealing the true essence of who you are. It's about standing in your own power and embracing the fullness of your being. The beauty of embracing your self-worth is that it doesn't just change how you see yourself, it changes how you experience life. When you believe in your worth, you become more open to possibilities, more willing to try new things, and more resilient in the face of challenges. You begin to see obstacles not as insurmountable barriers, but as opportunities for growth. You start to view rejection not as a reflection of your value, but as a redirection towards something better suited for you. This shift in perspective is one of the greatest gifts you can give yourself, as it allows you to navigate life with a sense of purpose and confidence. One of the most empowering realizations is understanding that self-worth is not about proving yourself to others. It's about knowing within yourself that you are enough. When you let go of the need to constantly seek approval or validation from those around you, you reclaim a sense of freedom. You no longer feel the pressure to conform to others' expectations or to change yourself to fit in. Instead, you embrace who you are, fully and unapologetically. This sense of freedom allows you to show up as your authentic self in every area of your life. You become more comfortable expressing your true feelings and sharing your unique perspective. You no longer hide behind a mask or pretend to be someone you're not. This authenticity is not only liberating for you, but also inspiring to those around you. People are drawn to those who are genuine, and your willingness to be yourself can create deeper, more meaningful connections. As you continue to embrace your self-worth, you may also notice that you become more compassionate toward yourself and others. When you recognize your own value, you are less likely to judge yourself harshly, and this self-compassion naturally extends to those around you. You begin to see that everyone is on their own journey, with their own struggles and insecurities. This understanding fosters a sense of empathy and kindness, allowing you to build stronger and more supportive relationships. It's important to remember that embracing self-worth is not a one-time event. It is an ongoing practice. Just as you would exercise to keep your body strong, you must also nurture your self-worth regularly. This can involve daily affirmations, journaling about your strengths and achievements, or simply taking time to reflect on the progress you've made. It's about making a commitment to yourself to prioritize your mental and emotional well-being. One practical way to nurture your self-worth is to practice gratitude for yourself. Often, we focus on what we appreciate in others or in our surroundings, but how often do we express gratitude for our own qualities and efforts? Try writing a list of things you appreciate about yourself: your kindness, your resilience, your creativity, or your ability to bring joy to those around you. Reflect on the ways you have grown and the challenges you have overcome. This practice can remind you of your inherent value and help you see yourself through a more positive lens. As you continue to embrace your self-worth, you may find that you are more willing to take risks and step into new opportunities. When you believe in yourself, you are more likely to pursue your dreams, even when the path ahead is uncertain. You understand that your worth is not determined by the outcome of your efforts, but by your willingness to try. This mindset allows you to approach life with a sense of adventure and curiosity, knowing that each experience is an opportunity for growth. In those moments when you feel unsure or overwhelmed, remember that you have already overcome so much. Think back to a time when you faced a challenge that seemed impossible, yet you found the strength to keep going. That same strength is within you now, waiting to be called upon whenever you need it. Trust in your ability to navigate whatever comes your way, knowing that your worth is not dependent on the outcome. As you journey deeper into understanding your self-worth, you might notice that your inner dialogue begins to shift. The voice that once told you that you weren't good enough becomes quieter, and a new voice emerges, one that encourages, supports, and believes in you. This new voice might remind you that you are capable of great things, that you deserve love and respect, and that you have the power to create the life you desire. Listening to this voice can become a daily practice, guiding you toward a more empowered and fulfilling life. Embracing self-worth also means learning to celebrate your successes, no matter how small they may seem. It's easy to downplay your achievements or to focus solely on what you still want to accomplish. But taking time to acknowledge your progress is a vital part of building self-worth. Each step forward, each new skill learned, and each challenge faced is a testament to your resilience and determination. Allow yourself to feel proud of your journey and to celebrate the person you are becoming. As you grow in your understanding of your worth, you may also find that you become more open to receiving love and kindness from others. Sometimes, those with low self-worth struggle to accept compliments or gestures of kindness because they don't believe they deserve them. But when you begin to see yourself as worthy, you allow yourself to receive the love and support that others offer. This shift can deepen your relationships and create a sense of connection and belonging that enriches your life. In moments when you feel uncertain about your worth, remember that you are not alone. Many people struggle with self-doubt and insecurity, but it is through these struggles that we find our strength. Reach out to those who support you, whether it's a friend, family member, or mentor, and let them remind you of your value. Sometimes, hearing affirmations of your worth from others can help reinforce the belief in yourself until it becomes a truth that you fully embrace. It's also important to recognize that the journey to self-worth is not about becoming perfect. It's about becoming whole. It's about accepting every part of yourself, including the parts that you may have once considered flaws. It's about understanding that your imperfections do not diminish your worth, but instead make you beautifully human. When you can look at yourself with compassion and see your growth, you unlock a sense of peace that comes from within. Living with a sense of self-worth allows you to pursue a life that aligns with your true self. It gives you the courage to follow your passions, to speak your truth, and to create a life that feels meaningful to you. It allows you to let go of what no longer serves you, whether it's a job, a relationship, or a belief that has held you back. When you recognize your worth, you become more intentional about the choices you make and the life you create. As you continue to walk this path, keep in mind that embracing self-worth is one of the most important gifts you can give to yourself. It is a gift that will continue to enrich your life in ways you may not even realize. It will give you the strength to face challenges with grace, the resilience to rise after setbacks, and the courage to be unapologetically yourself. It will allow you to see the beauty and value that have always been within you. Each day is an opportunity to embrace your worth a little more, to treat yourself with kindness, and to celebrate the person you are becoming. Remember that this journey is yours, and you have the power to make it whatever you want it to be. Embrace the process, trust in your growth, and know that you are deserving of every good thing that comes your way. When you learn to embrace your self-worth, you begin to see how it transforms every aspect of your life. It influences the way you handle stress, how you approach new opportunities, and even how you view your purpose. With a sense of self-worth, you become more resilient. Challenges that once seemed overwhelming are now seen as opportunities to grow and learn. This shift in perspective allows you to face difficulties with a sense of calm and assurance, knowing that no matter what happens, your value remains intact. This inner confidence allows you to be more present in each moment. Rather than worrying about how you are perceived or whether you are meeting certain expectations, you are able to fully engage in whatever you are doing. You can enjoy life's simple pleasures, connect with others more deeply, and find joy in the little things. This presence is one of the gifts of self-worth. It allows you to live each day fully, without the constant pressure to prove yourself. Embracing your self-worth also empowers you to set higher goals for yourself. When you believe that you are capable and deserving, you start to dream bigger. You allow yourself to imagine a future that is not limited by fear or self-doubt. You give yourself permission to pursue what truly excites you, whether it's starting a new career, creating a piece of art, or building a meaningful relationship. These dreams become possible because you believe that you are worthy of achieving them. But dreaming big does not mean that the journey will be easy. There will be moments of doubt, obstacles to overcome, and times when you feel like giving up. In those moments, it is important to remember why you started. Remind yourself of the vision you have for your life and the reasons you believe in yourself. Reflect on the progress you've made so far and know that every step you take, no matter how small, is bringing you closer to your goals. Self-worth is also about giving yourself the grace to rest when you need it. In a culture that often celebrates constant productivity and achievement, it can be easy to feel like your worth is tied to how much you do. But true self-worth recognizes that you are valuable even in moments of rest. It understands that rest is not a sign of weakness, but a necessary part of growth. Taking time to recharge allows you to show up as your best self and to give your best effort when you are ready. Allowing yourself to rest is an act of self-care, and self-care is a vital part of embracing your worth. Self-care goes beyond bubble baths and spa days. It's about making choices that honor your well-being. It's about setting boundaries, saying no when you need to, and creating space for the things that bring you joy. It's about listening to your body, nurturing your mind, and taking care of your spirit. When you practice self-care, you are sending yourself a powerful message: I am worth taking care of. As you continue to embrace your self-worth, you may also find that you become more attuned to your inner voice. This voice is your intuition, and it is a powerful guide. Your intuition often knows what is best for you, even when logic or outside opinions say otherwise. Trusting your intuition is an act of self-respect. It is about listening to that inner nudge that tells you when something feels right or when it's time to walk away. When you trust yourself, you make decisions that are in alignment with your values and your deepest desires. In a world that often tells us to seek external approval, learning to trust yourself can feel like a radical act. But it is one of the most empowering things you can do. It allows you to stand firm in your decisions, to follow your own path, and to create a life that feels true to who you are. It means that you no longer need to seek permission from others to pursue your dreams or to live in a way that makes you happy. Trusting yourself also means acknowledging that you will make mistakes, and that's okay. Mistakes are not a reflection of your worth. They're a natural part of being human. They provide valuable lessons that help you grow and become wiser. Embracing your mistakes with compassion allows you to learn from them without being weighed down by guilt or shame. It means saying, I did my best with the knowledge I had at the time, and now I can do better. This sense of compassion is not only important when it comes to forgiving yourself, but also in your interactions with others. When you understand your own worth, you become more compassionate toward others' struggles. You realize that everyone is carrying their own burdens and that kindness can go a long way in making someone's day a little brighter. This compassion creates a ripple effect, fostering a more supportive and understanding community. Living with a sense of self-worth also helps you to embrace your uniqueness. It allows you to see that you have something special to offer the world, something that no one else can. It means recognizing that your perspective, your experiences, and your voice matter. It means showing up as your true self, even if it looks different from what others expect. This authenticity not only enriches your own life, but also makes a difference to those around you. By being yourself, you inspire others to do the same, creating a space where people feel safe to be who they are. As you journey through life with a sense of worth, you may find that you attract new opportunities and experiences that align with your true self. You become more open to receiving good things because you believe that you deserve them. Whether it's a fulfilling job, a loving relationship, or a new adventure, you are able to welcome these blessings with open arms. This openness to receiving is a natural extension of embracing your worth. It is a reflection of the belief that you are worthy of joy, abundance, and love. In times of uncertainty, when doubts creep in and you begin to question your value, take a moment to pause and reconnect with the truth of who you are. Remind yourself that your worth is not determined by what you achieve or how others see you. It is a constant, unchanging truth that is present within you at all times. You are worthy simply because you exist, and nothing can take that away from you. This truth allows you to navigate life with a sense of peace and confidence. It gives you the strength to face challenges with courage and to embrace opportunities with enthusiasm. It allows you to live with integrity, knowing that you are being true to yourself in every decision you make. It empowers you to let go of what no longer serves you and to pursue what truly fulfills you. As you continue on this path of self-discovery, remember that every step you take is a testament to your strength and resilience. You are a work in progress, but you are also a masterpiece. You are growing, learning, and evolving every day, and that is something to be proud of. Embrace this journey with an open heart, knowing that you are worthy of all the love, joy, and success that comes your way. Life is a journey, and embracing your self-worth is a key part of making that journey a fulfilling one. It allows you to experience life with a sense of wonder and curiosity, to appreciate the beauty of each moment, and to connect with others in a meaningful way. It gives you the courage to pursue your dreams, the resilience to overcome setbacks, and the wisdom to trust yourself. And most importantly, it allows you to live in a way that feels true to who you are. In the end, the journey to self-worth is about coming home to yourself. It's about realizing that you have always been enough, just as you are. It's about letting go of the need to prove yourself and embracing the truth of your worth. It's about knowing that you are deserving of love, respect, and kindness, and that you have the power to create a life that reflects the beauty and strength within you.